huge verdict that's come in the battle of the tech giants. Apple Incorporated has won a $1.05 billion patent infringement claim against Samsung Electronics, and a California jury ruled in favor of Apple's claim that Samsung copied technology used in its iPad and iPhone. The 9-member jury found that Samsung had infringed on 6 of 7 smartphone patents in question. The US lawsuit was one of the several cases around the world between California-based Apple and South Korean Samsung over technology rights and innovation in the fast-growing mobile computing sector. Apple sued Samsung in April 2011 and Samsung countersued. The companies have also sued each other in Britain, Australia and South Korea. The California case was the first to go to a US jury, and what it's come up with is a $1 billion jolt to Samsung. And now for more on this story, we're joined by Associate Editor Rukmini Vishwanath. Rukmini, give us details of what the verdict exactly is.
Right, Siddharth, we are still awaiting the detailed verdict, but basically the jury has found that Apple was right in some of its claims. Apple had sued in 2011 saying that Samsung had infringed on 4 of its patents, design patents, and 3 of its software patents. It's important to remember, Siddharth, that this essentially is 2 technology giants who are really fighting for supremacy in the smartphone market, which is one of the most fastest markets in the mobile computing space. And Samsung has been the only real competitor for Apple. Samsung is a South Korean company. As you rightly mentioned, both these companies are embroiled in several disputes across the world. In fact, just a day back, a South Korean court also was judging one of these disputes, and it ruled that both Samsung and Apple had infringed on each other's technologies. In this particular case, Apple has claimed that Samsung has stolen technology from it, from the iPad and iPhone, and used it on Galaxy S2 phones. But analysts feel, Siddharth, that this judgment will definitely have ripple effects in the smartphone market. We might have people who are using Android-based phones rethinking whether they want to use it, because this judgment could set a precedent for the future cases to come. It's too soon to say what the other disputes will end like, but this is certainly a huge setback for Samsung. Also very important to remember, Siddharth, that Samsung is a very powerful company. It's a South Korean company.
That's a point, Rukmini. But you know, a lot of people have been talking about how this is not just Apple versus Samsung. It's a question of, it's actually a shadow proxy war that Apple's waging against Google.
Right, Siddharth. Well, there are a lot of aspects to this entire development. We'll have to wait and watch how things really turn out in this particular case. But as of now, these 2 companies are embroiled in several battles. We'll have to wait and watch how the other judgments come out. Like I said, in South Korea, the judge really ruled in favor of both companies, saying that they both have infringed on patent rights. So really, there was no clear judgment in that case. But a US court ruling in Apple's favor is not really a big surprise.
Oh, that certainly is not. You have to remember that Apple is based in Cupertino, which is actually in California, not too far away from where that trial was taking place. Thanks a lot, Rukmini, for joining us and giving us updates on that story.